And we are live. We are live on episode 9 of CORNHUB. So here in a second, after I have some people join, I'm sure some people will join. But after I have some people join, I will be reading some remarks to all of you as a means of trying to Papa, says Jaden Armstead. Hello, my little colonel. How are we doing tonight? Yes, Papa is back. I'm sorry I took like basically all of last week off. In case you can't tell, I was feeling a little bit under the weather, and my voice is still recovering from that. Hello, Corn Papa. Poppy, Corn Papa. Yes, gather around, my little colonels. Yes. I was just saying, hi, Stick Person. Jinx says, is that Corn Papa? It's been years. Yes. Sorry, everybody. I was sick for like pretty much a week. I was very mildly ill though. I was not like my roommates. My roommates were like actually like very, very, very ill. Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. Anyway though, yes, my roommates were very, very sick, and I was not that sick, but I still got pretty. Oh, don't worry. I'm drinking something, okay? No, Jinx, the reason that my voice sounds like this is because on the upswing of me not being sick, I was an idiot and I decided to go to a cigar bar. And so that completely fucked up my voice beyond repair for like a straight day. If you think it sounds bad now, you should have heard me yesterday, honestly. But don't worry, I've been drinking water. I've been, drinking hot beverages and whatnot. So it's all good. It's all good. Now that over 10 of you are here, though, I told you all last time I was going to prepare some remarks. Hello, Slendy. Corn Papa welcomes you. I told you all I was going to prepare some remarks to start off this stream, and I actually did that. So we're all going to listen to Corn Papa say some words now. I hope you all are in for this. So let me go about without further ado, huh? So, borrowing extensively and shamelessly from Eric Blanc's Labor Politics Substack piece, which was published on February 10th, I present to you all, my little colonels, the last line of defense. They thought that we would not notice. While headlines blared about Musk's later Twitter tantrum and Trump's campaign promises being broken, something far more insidious was taking shape, a calculated assault on the very foundation of American democracy. Not through headline-grabbing coups or midnight raids, although those happened too, but through the quiet dismantling of our federal workforce. And let us be clear, Musk's Department of Government Efficiency is a wrecking ball aimed at the heart of public service, wrapped in the sleek packaging of corporate innovation. It is rocket fueled systemic erosion. But here is what they do not want you to see. Every federal worker that they cut is another crack in our social foundation. Without these workers, the services Americans depend on, Social Security checks, Medicare benefits, workplace safety inspections, all begin to crumble. And let's be like Silicon Valley bigwigs for a second. Let's let the numbers tell the story that they would rather keep buried. First, federal workers make up a smaller percentage of our workforce than they did 25 years ago. 43% of federal workers earn less than $90,000 a year. Over 80% of all federal workers do not even live in DC. And most egregious of all, the total yearly pay for all 2.3 million civilian federal workers, totaling $271 billion, is less than Musk's own personal fortune of $412 billion. Read that again if you could. A single billionaire's wealth could fund our entire federal workforce, the people who keep our food safe, our air clean, and our border secure, and still have billions left over for his next vanity project, like acquiring another website or acquiring OpenAI. The impact is already bleeding into real life. Health clinics across the country are shuttering their doors, casualties of Trump's budget chaos. This is what is happening now in your communities, to your neighbors. But here's where it gets interesting. Musk is not as invincible as he wants us to think. His Achilles heel, much like Trump, is public opinion. Trump's team has a history of throwing projects to the wolves once they generate too much bad press. We've seen it before with the funding freeze debacle, and we will see it again if we make enough noise. And that is why federal workers are not rolling over. They are fighting back, taking pages from playbooks that worked before. You all may remember, or may not, the 2018 teacher strikes, when educators in Republican strongholds like West Virginia and Oklahoma brought their states to a standstill and won. That was not luck. Fuck luck. That was strategy. So here is what it looks like to resist as a civilian with a strategy. This, by the way, is the point where I now deviate from Eric Blanc's piece. This is all from me. Document everything. When your local health clinic cuts hours, record it. When your neighbor's disability check arrives late, document it and complain about it to everybody in your neighborhood. When federal inspections get delayed, track it. Build the paper trail that proves what those cuts really means. Send it to reporters. Make it impossible to hide the impact. We must also create protective cover. Federal workers risk their livelihoods by speaking out. We do not. Every time we amplify their concerns, every time that we flood local media with stories about what federal workers do for our communities, we make it harder for Trump and Musk to target individual workers or teams. We must also be willing to defend local offices. Every federal office that closes is a battle lost. When closure threats loom, show up, pack public meetings, demand answers from local officials who stay silent, make every service cut politically expensive, make them squirm. And we must also build response networks, map out which federal services your community depends on the most, and let your neighbors know. Connect with others who rely on the same services. And when cuts hit one program, everyone in the network must respond. Make every attack trigger mass annoyance and mass resistance. And if that all fails, well, you're not going to find the answers or next steps in this live stream because I won't be able to say them. Luckily, the resistance is already growing. Community groups are tracking service disruptions. Local governments are fighting funding freezes. Networks of mutual supports are forming. Organized resistance is spreading. And the Federal Unionist Network Save Our Services Day of Action on February 19th is just the start. But past movements teach us that real change needs more than designated days of action. It needs sustained strategic pressure from every direction, which is where we all come in, of course. Remember, Musk and his allies are counting on speed and silence. They want to gut these agencies before the public understands what's happened or what's at stake, before we all realize that this is about whether we have a functioning democracy at all, whether your tax dollars are spent on the things that actually benefit you. The choice is stark. Either we, the allies to federal workers, and themselves stand firm now, or we will all watch as jobs and essential public services are auctioned off to the highest bidder. This is so much more than a simple policy fight. It is a battle for the soul of public service itself. And like every battle worth fighting, it will not be won through press releases or polite petitions. So the question is not whether or not Musk can be stopped. The question is, are we ready to stop him? And that is my remarks before the rest of the stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. Wow. Talking for that long really does me in, honestly, especially with a voice this husky, as all of you put it. I hope you guys enjoyed that little piece, though. Jane Armstead says, actually, let me read the rest of your comments. Sunny says, good evening. Good evening. B says, cry ear. Okay. Sick person says, new segment, Corn Papa pops off. Yes, Corn Papa pops off. Indeed, that is the point now. B says, "Fuck luck." Yeah, fuck luck, dude, for real. Chloe Cat says, "Dr. Pop serving as the hard facts and sounding husky." B says, "Bars." Junior says, 10 out of 10. Oh, thank you, Junior. Jane Armstead says, "How do you truly think things will be over the next few years?" Well, I think over the next few years that we will see a very concerted effort by a lot of people to make sure that the wealthy and the powerful do not just get to own everything. I think that the level of anger, the level of pure bubbling up that is happening now is so stark and so unavoidable. I just don't see how things continue unabated, for this long. I think if Trump had won in 2020, I think that we actually could have had a much more successful and sort of like seamless fascist takeover. But I think that excuse me, I think that the conditions are just they're too agitating right now. I think that we will see as there is just like sustained resistance after sustained resistance. I don't think it'll all be unified, but I think that people certainly will not just roll over and take this. No way. Not with the speed they're moving. I think it's all moving much too fast. People are way too angry right now. Excuse me. Chink says, "Whoa, it was like getting your Substack read to me live." Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for, honestly. But so thank you so much, Jinx. Eccentric Dream says, "Hell yes, I love that. This sounds like something I'd love to present to my employee resource group next time we meet. This hit me in the right ways." Hell yeah, eccentric dreams. If you guys want me to, I will gladly post this on my Substack, and you guys can just download it there for free. Um, Junior says wealth must be dethroned before we can stop him. Yeah, I mean, like, that's definitely fair, but at the same time, I have a lot of hope, you know? I have a lot of hope that we can actually, dethrone Elon Musk. I have a lot of hope specifically that we can make Elon Musk go away. Elon Musk, I think, is, like, just a uniquely annoying piece of shit. I think there's so many opportunities for him to just go away. Skylar says, "Loved the remarks." Thank you so much, Skylar. Astrid F says, "Hey, Corn Papa." Hey. Eccentric Dreams says, Kendrick Lamar showed us all we can hate our way through this with sheer spite. And I hope we all hold on to that. No, for real, dude. Like Kendrick Lamar, the Eagles, they all proved to me all at once that like we literally just need to have a common enemy that is annoying enough for us to just like beat them down. Because that's what Drake was to Kendrick Lamar. He was just annoying. He was just an annoying dude who everyone wanted to just tell, like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. And like Kendrick Lamar just did. So I think we could do that. I think of all people too, Elon Musk clearly is bothered by people shitting on him. That's why he is willing to post such humiliating things on X as saying, I get bullied more than any other person on this app, you know, like just the most unserious, stupid shit. Um, let's see here. Um, Eccentric Dream says, please post it. Okay, I will. Junior says, we just need to rally the Eagles fans and we'll have it done in a week. Dude, it's so real. Did y'all enjoy the Super Bowl, by the way? I enjoyed that so much. It was so much fun. It's especially just because, you know, the Super Bowl last night was uniquely funny because there were just so many moments where it was clear, like, wow, the Chiefs have no gas anymore. They are so pissed off at what is happening to them for good reason, of course. Stick Person says, as a leftist, it's funny being like, fuck the US government to now going like, no, not like this. I mean, yeah, like if I was going to see the US government get dismantled, I wanted to see the Pentagon get dismantled, not the fucking like NIH, you know, like, oh my God. Junior says, I love how little of Trump there was despite him being there. Well, he left, didn't he? Trump left after the first half, apparently, because the Chiefs were getting their ass beat, which is also very funny. Jinx says, it was my first time actually paying attention to the game of football, and like it was fun. I think I like football now. I mean, like, yeah, dude. The thing about people who are like, I don't watch sports ball is that they're dumb. Like football is an awesome game to watch. Like it's not always awesome, but like not no sport is always awesome to watch. Like it's just that football, like when it's good, it's really good. It's just that when it's like mid or bad, it's like really bad. It's like the same thing with baseball though. Like when baseball is super good to when baseball is good to watch, it is crazy engaging. It's just that 80% of the time baseball is mid to bad, right? Like so it's not it's always excuse me. Oh, just so you guys no, I'll probably have to cut the stream short tonight only because of my voice. Once my voice is back, though, which I expect it will be much better back tomorrow, then I will go back to streaming for an hour at a time. But I just don't want to accidentally like overdo it, you know. But yeah, dude, I fucking hate sports ball people for this reason because it's like, dude, shut up, man. Like half the time, it's actually fantastic. Let me see here. Junior says, this Super Bowl was genuinely a real win for the American people. Yeah, hell yeah, it was, brother. I really, really feel like that last night was like the energy shift that Blue Knot was talking about. I feel like it actually might have happened a little last night because I just feel like so many people are all willing to admit at the same time, like, no, the Chiefs did not need to win. An actual like white supremacist ally and his friends did not need to win 3 Super Bowls in a row. Like it makes way better storytelling to see Jalen Hurts, a dude who was like a loser in college, win the Super Bowl with his all-woman management team. It makes way better sense to celebrate people like Kendrick Lamar popping out and telling pedophiles to their face, go fuck yourself. It makes way better sense to piss off the fascist president so he leaves at halftime, things like that. Junior says, sports is all about vibes. I may not get the game completely or particularly care about it, but I can get down with the fans. Yeah, dude, for real. Like, go into a sports stadium where everyone's in for the game and the legacy is like unmatched, in my opinion. That's why going to see like Lakers games is just like unbeatable because like everybody who's at a Lakers game, for the most part, wants to be there because they like the Lakers as either a story or for this current team, which is awesome. Same reason why the Dodgers are like an awesome team, and the Yankees for that matter too. Jake says, "Excuse me, I grew up in a baseball household and have just never had any enjoyment watching any sports, but I keep that to myself. I promise." LMAO. Graham says, "Oh my fucking god, cutting the stream short already. It's unbelievable." I'm sorry. Do you hear how my voice sounds? Like, I'm worried if I go for another 45 minutes, I won't have a voice again tomorrow. I want to be able to like talk. It's not fun talking like this. Um, y'all, question. All right. Drop a pregnant man emoji in the chat if you agree with Graham, and drop a corn emoji in the chat if you would rather me and drop a corn emoji in the chat if you agree with me that I should cut the stream short to save my voice. Let me see here. Jaden Armstead says, "I wish it was cooler. I've been watching The Boys and look at our reality and think of how could we let it be so lame? Oh my god, so real, dude. So real." Astrid F says, "I used to be a huge hockey fan, but haven't really kept up much lately." Dude, hockey is awesome. I fucking love watching hockey. Hockey is like everything I like about soccer, but it actually just keeps going. Like the thing about soccer is that the field is just so damn big and like I don't know, at a point it can really feel like a slog, but at least on in hockey, they're fucking going like 80 miles an hour, it feels like. Graham says, I put $10,000 on Big Just I put $10,000 on Big Justice and AJ starring in a Super Bowl commercial and lost it all. Well, you deserved it too, idiot. Stick person says caring about sports is starting point for some sort of solidarity with people who may not agree starting out otherwise. Yeah, not to mention that like a bunch of sports teams have like deep rooted political activism in their histories. So many of the franchises are like over 100 years old. Like there's definitely some cool shit that even if you only want to talk about like the politics and like the socio-political factors of sports teams, like there's some cool shit for you to talk about with those people. You know what I mean? Fuck, dude. I just think about the NBA alone. Like the NBA is such a intrinsically political organization at every turn. Same with the MLB for that matter. I mean, of course, with the NFL too. Like, that's my point, right? It's like literally every one of the American sports leagues is just deeply political. And I just don't get how it is that so many people just tune out because they're like, oh, it's just a bunch of men running around. It's like you go to anime conventions, dog. Like, it's apples and apples. Like, just why you gotta yuck someone's yum? Let me see here. B says corn. Jinx says Papa. Skylar says corn, corn, corn. All right, I think the corns have it. Chloe Cat says the SB might not have changed people's minds and radicalized them 100%, but I think this is an excellent start in the right direction. Hell yeah, brother. Jaden Armstead says it's okay. On that note, do the insurgent scream. No. Let me see here. Corn pill tea hospital. Oh yeah, Junior, I agree. I need to take medicine and drink tea. Absolutely. Eccentric Dream says, corn. Sorry, Graham. Yeah, Graham, leave us alone. Astrid F says, and they actually fight. Hell yeah, brother. Mr. Wheel says, hey, I finally made it. You finally did. Chloe Cat says, as a nurse, rest your voice. But as a colonel, I always want to hear more of what you have to say. Oh, thank you, Chloe. I really appreciate that. Eccentric Dream says, I fell out of football when they went after Kaepernick. Last night makes me want to get back into it as an Eagles fan. And hell yes to hockey. Dude, hell yeah, brother. And like, I totally understand as well why it is that people fell out of watching football after Kaepernick because, like, the FBI, oh my God, the NFL totally outed itself and showed its ass, right? As just being like totally willing to tell black people to their face, fuck you, we don't care about you. And like, why would you want to engage with it after that? That's part of the reason why I don't watch the NFL. The other part of the reason I watch the NFL is that my thing is that with football when it's bad is unwatchable. I mean, it's just terrible. Also, the NFL has been, I would say, the most egregious at just openly promoting its fans to get involved in sports gambling, which is unreal. You know what I'm saying? And so I have my own reasons for not watching it. But like I totally understand why other people who are like lifelong fans dipped out after Kaepernick. Because like, how the fuck are you gonna be a sports league that is 90% dependent on black men showing up and then tell a black guy who is literally protesting black men getting shot by the police, actually you're being disrespectful. Like, get the fuck out of here, It's just unreal. Girl Gun says, mustard. I'm only able to do that because my voice is out too. Jaden Armstead says, I just realized you look like Dave from the Chipmunks. Thank you. Jinx says the Super Bowl and the Grammys were too good. Either the Oscars are going to be horrendous or they're also good. And we're truly witnessing the last gasps of the Weimar Republic. We may be. We really may be. Jinx says that or Blue and On was right, and there has been a timeline shift. Jane Armstead says sound. I meant to say sound. Oh, I sound like Dave from the Chipmunks. Oh, sorry. Well, you left the word out, so I wasn't really able to tell. Let me just take a little bit, sip of this cognac real quick. Oh man. Oh man. That is some good shit. Oh my god. Graham says, give us an Alvin. Oh man, that was awesome. Thank you for making me do that, Graham, even though I hate your ass. Junior says, I love the Ravens primarily because their aesthetic is great. Yeah, I love them too. I love the fact that they're named after Baltimore's connection with Edgar Allan Poe and have a goth color scheme. Yeah, I love that shit too. In a similar vein, Junior, I love the Orioles, but that's just because I think that their mascot is so cute. Oh my god, did y'all know that when the Redskins renamed themselves to the Commanders, that the mascot for the Commanders now is a pig, and his name is Major Tuddy? He's not even a Commander Tuddy. He's Major Tuddy. Isn't that so funny? I think that's funny. Jana Armstead says, I never thought I'd see the day where Blue and On might be right. Dude, if Blue and On's right, okay, I was actually making jokes with people last night about the fact that I thought that Taylor Swift was yeah, Graham says, bro, ain't no way DC has a pig mascot. They do. No, look it up. Look up Major Tuddy. That's our fucking mascot for the Commanders. It's crazy. Extended Dream says, wait, what? That's such a bizarre choice. I know, right? It doesn't even make any sense. Like, why not just make him a man mascot with a Commander's uniform on? It's so weird. Junior says, I'd love sports even more if they embrace silly like that more often. Yeah, I mean, honestly, same. That's why the minor league is so fun, right? The minor league for baseball, because they just have like dumb fucking mascots. Like they have, oh my god, wait, actually, there's some really, really funny minor leaguers. Let me just read you some of my favorite minor league mascots. Okay. Yes. The Carolina Disco Turkeys. Yeah, that's a real one. The Florence Yalls, like from Florence, South Carolina. Estonia Honey Hunters. The Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Let's give it up for our Rumble Ponies making their way to first base. Let's see here. Yeah, the Amarillo Sod Poodles. You know, just what the fuck? Oh my god, it's literally a bunch of turtles, guys. And by far and away the dumbest one in my opinion, which is the Rocket City Trash Pandas. The Rocket City Trash Pandas. And yeah, Junior, exactly. Every sports team needs to be like the Savannah Bananas. I completely agree. Jana Armstead says, like, some of the teams will have or names of real things, but their mascots will be so off theme besides color. Yeah, I completely agree. God, I was talking about something before Graham said, ain't no way DC has a big mascot. He really threw me off. Y'all throw some corn emojis in there. Let's throw some corn at Graham for throwing Corn Papa off. Just unreal. Oh man. Let's see. First name, bunch of numbers. Oh yeah. Let's throw some tomatoes at Graham for sure. Let me see here. God. Kamala read it in the color combinations of the Connect 4 game she was playing. Stop, Junior. Okay, so last night I was actually making some jokes to my roommates about stuff I thought was going to happen at the Super Bowl, right? And I was very much of the opinion that Travis Kelce was going to propose to Taylor Swift. I sincerely believe this. And I also believe that part of the reason that he looked so depressed at that Super Bowl game was because he realized I cannot propose to this woman now, even though he had planned it. And also, he knew that Trump had walked out after saying it was an honor to see Trump go to the game. And also, I don't know if you guys know, but after the game, Trump fucking retweeted a tweet of Taylor Swift getting booed in the stadium when they showed her face. So, like, all the way around, he was just like totally humiliated, right, for his relationship with Taylor Swift. But One thing that I said as a joke, I thought would be really funny is if the Chiefs had won, was that Trump was going to walk Taylor Swift down to half field. To the 50-yard line and then kind of hand her off to Travis Kelsey to be proposed to. I thought that'd be very funny. Um, let me see here. Uh, Graham says, because of the way that the English soccer system works, who cares about England? Who cares? Literally any team has a chance of going pro. So a bunch of guys created hashtag United 10 years ago, and now they're like 3 tiers below the Premier League. Wait, is that real? That's so funny. Um, Jane Armstead says corn. Hell yeah, throw corn at Graham. First name bunch of numbers says, I love that the corn emoji is a frequently used enough emoji for me now. I love that too. Junior says, damn, this stream is pretty much just Graham be corn pop. Yeah, because they keep harassing me. First name bunch of numbers says, proposing after the loss would have been so funny. I know, because you know that Taylor Swift would have still said yes, because she's not gonna like have the media say, oh, like Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift basically metaphorically kicks her boyfriend in the nuts by saying no after he loses the Super Bowl in front of her. Jaden Armstead says Kamala walking off stage to take care of business. Stop. No, actually, what would have been awesome is that during halftime, if the fucking stadium had gone dark, and then you just hear ringing out from all sides of the stadium. I can't do Kamala's laugh because my voice is out, but Kamala's laugh rings out, and then one spotlight hits her, and you see her hold up a pair of cuffs and and clink clink them, and then she just points up to the president's box, and then the camera pans up to the president's box, and what do you see up there? A couple of fucking U.S. Marshals just tackling Donald Trump to the ground. That's what Blue Anon was hoping for. You know what? Speaking of Blue Anon, all right, what was up with all of the astrology people on TikTok saying that there was going to be a fucking terrorist attack at the Super Bowl? That was insanity. Did you guys see this? There were like there was an actual fucking vertical of content on TikTok that was full of people predicting that there was going to be like a mass casualty event at the Super Bowl, which is just so insane to me that people wanted to like monetize themselves like shuffling tarot cards and then be like, yeah, I see oh, what do you know? It's the four-legged woman. Yeah, it's because there's going to be 4,000 people who all lose their legs when the bomb goes off. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Jake says, what do we think that is the over-under and how long before Taylor breaks up with him? Dude, for that like terrible performance, I think that it's gonna be less than 2 months. Eccentric Dream says new Taylor album is loading. Dude, for real, for real. Called Losers Don't called Losers Don't Pay or something. Sick person says that's teenage girl petty. I know, right? Judy says if Trump walked T Swift down the aisle to Kelsey, that would be the end of it for me, I fear. No, that would be the end of America. I think legitimately. Junior says Travis Kelsey's terrible, no good, very bad day. For real. Jinx says corn pop in his blue anon conspiracy era. I mean, I just think that's funny, Jane Armstead was laughing at my conspiracy, which is fair. My conspiracy is insane. Junior says the Super Bowl, if it was epic, yeah. Chloe Cat says they would need to be fuzzy blue handcuffs. Oh yeah, because Kamala Harris would not just arrest Trump; she would spank him for being such a bad boy. Hold on. Eccentric Dream says, I see you've been thinking about how this could have gone down. No, actually, I gave a different scenario to my roommates last night. That was also just as stupid and insane. Julia says, yes, I saw it. LMAO. No, I know. First name Bunch says, oh no, that Kamala laugh with your poor voice. Sick person says, corn star, corn star, corn star. That's me. That's me after y'all start making me show my feet. Jinx says, didn't see that, but I follow reputable astrologers. What does that mean? Reputable astrologers? What like they have a good ratio of correct predictions to incorrect ones? What do you mean? Julia says the astrology people have been making bank off Blue Anon. I know, and it's so cynical. Like why? Like those people already have nothing going on. You need to like ruin their sanity too. Jane Armstead says one person says something and then all those leeches jump on it to make it seem more credible. I know, dude. It's just like so like disgusting, honestly. Because listen, it's one thing if like you have a dream about a terrorist attack and you go on TikTok and you're like, hey guys, I had a dream that a terrorist attack happened at the Super Bowl, and it just makes me remember that like I don't feel comfortable in big spaces with crowds. Like that's just you sharing an experience. You're like, I can't tell you how many times I've been out with my friends and told one of them, I don't feel good being in this club right now because like I'm getting a weird vibe. And like I hate to say it, it's just I'm getting a mass shooting vibe. It's happened enough to me. I'm not proud to say that. But you know what you don't see me doing? You don't see me coming on here and being like, I'm I'm shifting. I'm shifting to next Sunday at the Super Bowl. Oh my God, there's limbs everywhere. um, Chloe Cat says the tower card. I know, dude. Jaden Armstead says astrologers just move the goalposts the second they're wrong, dude. I know, and it's so gross. Jig says LMFAO. There's a right way to read astrology and a sensationalized way for clicks to read astrology. Fair, okay. Eccentric Dream says, wait, the only one I saw about this was them having that dream. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, dude, it's just so damn silly. Like Jane Armstead says, I dropped the whole conspiracy thing in 2022 after all of them just started saying stuff with no basis. But especially when the AI stuff started and they all started using it. And now, wait, what? What do you mean? Jane Armstead, what do you mean? They all started using AI to like make their predictions? What do you mean? Judy says, yeah, isn't astrology purposely like pretty vague? You don't tend to read specific events down to the precise detail. I don't fucking know how it works though. That's because you ask 10 astrologers how it works, and I swear to God, you get 11 different explanations. Like it's just it's a hobby. It's a creative hobby. That's kind of how I view it. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had my tarot cards read before. I think it's fun, but like there's a difference between tarot card reading because it's like a fun thing to do to engage the spiritual side of yourself, to engage the mystical side of yourself. That's cool. But like it's another thing entirely. If you're a person who has 90,000 or 150,000 followers on a platform and you're over here like I had a vision last night that Trump actually was sucking his own cock, it's like, uh, okay. Jig says, what's your sign, Corn Pop? I'm an Aquarius, thank you. My birthday was yesterday, actually. Um, yeah. So now y'all know my birthday. Um, which I probably shouldn't have said on a live stream, but that's okay. Um, oh my gosh. Jiggy says, what? Yeah. Eccentric Dream says, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday back to all my little colonels. Happy birthday, Corn Papa. Says first name much nice. Thank you. Graham says, Corn birthday. Thank you, Graham. I appreciate you. Happy belated birthday, says B. Oh, thank you, B. Jane Armstead says, we will celebrate. Oh, well, wonderful. Junior says, corn cake. Oh, yeah, y'all should make me a corn cake. Somebody should make me a corn cake and send it to my house. Why is the cuck chair back in here? Carrie Honest says, fellow Aqua here. Happy B-Day. Happy B-Day. You are Corn Papa birthday, says first name bunch of numbers. Thank you, first name bunch of numbers. Oh, man, guys. Man, oh man, my voice is actually getting pretty sore, to be honest. So I think I'm going to cut it in about 2 or 3 minutes. But does anybody have anything they want me to talk about real quick before I cut it? And I know y'all are going to say howdy. I'm going to show him. I'm going to show the dog. Chloe Cat says, I always thought Aquarius was a water sign, but it's air, which makes sense because I'm a corn pop. Exactly. But yes, I will show the dog if y'all want to see him. If you guys want to see Howdy, go ahead and comment his name. B says, feelings on the penny stuff. I'm glad that we're not making pennies anymore. That's stupid that we were making them for that long. Julia says, wait, one question. Okay, go ahead. Jinx says, not for nothing, being an Aquarius who doesn't believe in astrology is the most Aquarius shit. All right. First name bunch of numbers, and Jaden Armstead says, howdy. Okay, I'll show him. Julia says, people in the chat, I need advice. On a scale of 1 to 10, how normal is it for a man to say he's going to rape the little sister of this guy he has beef with? He's in a house with only women. -10, dude. What? That's not normal. That's psychopathic behavior. Graham says, low-key, Trump did something with getting rid of pennies. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Chloe Cat, I agree. Junior, what? What? That's not normal, dude. That's terrible. If I ever heard a man say that he was going to rape anybody, it would be an immediate on site. Jane Armstead says most people didn't even use them there. They're always in the ground. I've never even seen a clean penny. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, okay. Real quick, I'm gonna bring a guard dog in here. Howdy, come here, boy. The crowd wants to see you. Yeah. Hi, buddy. No, howdy, come here. Oh my goodness. He's just so awkward. He just kind of hangs out here. Hi, buddy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a good man. Um, is Howdy protective, says Jinx. Kinda. He's kind of protective. He's also a big baby man. He's also a big chicky man. So I don't know. Like he can be. Yeah, like I've heard him bark. I've heard him bark aggressively, like at noises he doesn't recognize. But like I don't know. Like he's also he's a big chicky man. Is Howdy dumb? Howdy is kind of dumb. Come here, Howdy. Come here, boy. Like he's very smart in that he knows a lot of tricks, but oh, big stretching man. Wow. Oh my goodness. See, this is just kind of what he does. He just kind of holds the ball, just brings it to me. Like okay. Jinx, this is the big baby. Look at this big baby, man. Hi, buddy. Well, he wants me to throw a ball. Let me see here. Julia says, yes, Chad, I'm fine. I was just very surprising for someone I was previously neutral with. Yeah, because he said he's gonna rape the little sister of someone he has beef with. I would also go from neutral to not neutral with that person. What the fuck? Let me see. Sick person says Trump heard about penny stocks and was like, I'm gonna y'all drop some fucking corns in the chat for sick person. That comment is so funny. Julia says, glad to see my concerns are affirmed because everyone here is brushing it off. That sucks. Tell those people that are brushing off that they suck. That doesn't make sense. Like anybody's gonna joke about raping a person at all is not worth brushing off. Like that's crazy, dude. Um, let me see here. Graham says, bro has never heard a bark. All right, dude. Um, first name bunch of numbers says he's massive. He is massive. He's like 85 pounds. He's a big dog. Junior says, does he know he's alive? I don't know. I don't know about that. Let me see here. Jinx says, no take, only throw. Howdy Deadass comes up to me like every single 10 seconds. He's like, subscribe to my only throw. Subscribe to my only throw, please. Let me see here. First name, bunch of numbers says corn. Hell yeah, corn. Graham says Howdy versus Big Justice. Who wins? I think Big Justice wins. I think Big Justice kicks Howdy once. I think Howdy cowers and pisses himself. I'm gonna be honest. Howdy's not that brave, y'all. Like he's kind of a little baby man. He is a very cuddly man. Yeah. Graham says big. Yeah. Junior knows what's up. Yeah. Big Justice wins for sure. I honestly think Graham Big Justice just even says boom, boom, loud enough. And I actually think, excuse me, I actually think that would scare him enough. Chloe Cat says, how to equal cinnamon roll. How do you know about him going full cinnamon bun? In case y'all don't know, I make a joke with my fiance pretty often that when Howdy winds himself up like German Shepherds do, he has the right coloration that he literally looks like a toasty cinnamon bun. So I say he's going full bun mode. Jinx says, Junior, the lengths people will go to not be uncomfortable is always astounding. We as a society had all forms of confrontation basically made non-acceptable. Yeah, completely agree. Completely agree. But still, though, like to not be uncomfortable with rape, like that's wild, man. I don't even know. Like, I guess people will dead ass still do like, oh, it's just boys being boys thing. But like, Jesus Christ, man. Julian says, I know I confronted him, but everyone is ignoring it and making me feel like I'm blowing shit out of proportion. I don't know. Like, I don't obviously, Junior, if you're a person who is like femme presenting, I understand why this is harder for you to do. But if they were like saying I was blowing shit out of proportion, I honestly think the only thing I would amount to at that point is just being like, okay, like, would you want me to start saying I'm going to rape people? And they say no, then be like, okay, then let's all shut up then. Like, what are we talking about here? You know? Graham says, you're doing the right thing, big dog. I agree completely, Graham. I agree completely. All right, guys. We have 1 minute left in this stream. I went about 10 minutes over. And as we all know, the last minute is reserved for please rate this stream 1 through 10. 1 is where Corn Pop, I cannot believe I gave you any of my time. 10 is Corn Papa. I would give you all of my time. And if it's anything less than a 7 out of 10, I want to know why you said that. And also, if anybody has any last minute things they want me to comment on, any questions they have, any concerns they have, then please let me know. Also, please let me know in the chat real quick. Did you guys like those remarks? Would you guys like me to keep doing those remarks at the beginning of every single stream? Because if so, I will provide longer remarks. Graham says 10 big booms out of 10. All right, awesome. Awesome. Jane says, I miss when people fear digital footprint. Me too. B says, love the remarks. First name bunch of numbers says, corn out of corn. Hell yeah. Eccentric Dreams says, hell yes. We got extra time out of you. Love the remarks. Thank you so much, Eccentric Dreams. Jinx says, 10 out of 10. First thing I give you because you're such a trooper for coming on sick. Yeah, I could not. I really could not keep putting it off. Like I had not streamed for like days, so I felt like it was time. Chloe Cat says, really appreciated your remarks. I really appreciate you, Chloe. Thank you so much. Chloe Cat says 10 out of 10. Thank you so much. Extreme Dream says 14 out of 10. Wow. Julia says 10 out of 10 for the corn revival. Hell yeah. B says 10 out of 10. Awesome. Let me see here. June says, I like the opening remarks a lot. Awesome, Corn. Thank you so much. Marcus Porter says 8.2 out of 10. Good to see you again. Good to see you too, Marcus. Does anybody else have anything that they want me to say? Any comments, concerns, questions? Going once. I'll give it a few seconds. Going twice. Give it just a few more. Then that's final sign off from Corn Papa to all my corn kernels. As I say all the time, I give my heart out to all of you, my little kernels. Thank you all so much for tuning in for another episode of CORNHUB. I'll see y'all soon. Y'all sleep well.